coming to a new ball club, playing with new guys? How's that whole experience?
It's been great. The guys have been more than welcoming, more than I could have asked for. It's a great group of guys. Obviously, anytime you join a team with the winning tradition and what the Cardinals have done in the past 5-10 years, it's exciting. It makes it a lot easier to come and play, knowing that you should have a good chance to win every single day.
I guess you went to maybe the Fan Fest or something in January. You got to go up to St. Louis. Did you get to meet some of the guys there?
You got to meet a few of them. Obviously, it's a little bit cold that time of year, so we didn't get to check out a whole lot. Obviously, I played in at Busch a few times, but it's gonna be a lot of fun to get this summer rolling. Obviously, we're just now getting started, but hopefully some good things to come.
I feel like you had a good spring. You got some things accomplished in the cage.
Yeah, I think got myself where I needed to be to get the season started. Toward the end, obviously, spring was a slow start, but toward the end, my at-bats were getting a lot better. Got a lot of work in the short, which I might be seeing some extended time over there. So I feel good at the plate, feel good in the field. Just got to go out and play.
You talked about wanting to get off to a good start this year. Aprils in the past haven't always been the best for you. What have you kind of done to try?
I've got a few extra at bats than I would normally get in spring, so I think that kind of helped to kind of get my swing locked in a little bit more, and just got to keep grinding away. That's what it's all about. Obviously the Aprils have been tough, but that doesn't mean it has to keep happening every year. So hopefully we can flip the switch.
What all positions did you play in the spring? A second short?
Second short, a little bit of third, but mostly it was at short because with Johnny getting hurt so early in the spring, I think that was where most of the focus was after that happened.
You get your shortstop, I think, is making his major league debut tonight. Did you get to work with him?
I did. Yeah, I worked with him a few games in the spring. We're comfortable enough that we shouldn't have any worries going into the game. But obviously in BP we'll get a little extra added work together just to make sure we're comfortable with ourselves again. But he's a good player. Obviously, I'm sure he's going to be nervous, so I'm sure I'll be talking to him a lot throughout the game.
Guess that you're facing John Neese tonight, if I'm not mistaken. That was the first guy you faced in the big leagues, right?
Yeah, that's
2013.
Yeah, that I debuted against him. Got my first hit off of him. I've had pretty good success off of him throughout my career, so hopefully we can keep it going.
How's it been working with these coaches here? I know you had a good rapport with the Padres guys. It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah, it's been great. Like I said, just when I talk about the players, I talk about everybody. The coaches, the front office, everyone's been great. They've welcomed me, like I said, more than I could have asked for, and I think the relationships that have started, they're still early, but they're really good.
Who's sort of the infield coach? Who do you work with?
It was Jose Oquendo, but then he had surgery on his knee, so you wouldn't think of coaches having much surgery, but he's out now. So talking with Bill Miller and bench coach David Bell for the most part have been the guys that have taken over.
You did come into a organization with all this history. And you sort of just feel it.
Even when you just walk into spring training, you can tell it's a little bit different than where I've been in the past. Just the demand to win. Obviously there was always the expectation to win in San Diego, but it's more of a demand here. They expect to win, they demand you to win, and that's what I like about it. You're going out there and it's business every day.
It seems like you read about a lot of visiting players say Busch Stadium's one of their favorite parks to play in. What do you remember about playing there?
It was definitely one of mine. Just the fan support. They love good baseball. They respect good baseball, and they're there every single day. I mean, I don't think I've ever played there when it wasn't a sellout. So there's fans come out and they support us.
Obviously, Petco could be difficult at times on hitters, and
it's big. It can be a tough place at times, and Busch is not exactly a home run friendly park either. But it should be a little bit of a break. But I look more at it as I've always seen the ball well there. I've always played well there. So hopefully let's keep it going.
What time did you guys get into Pittsburgh? I saw a couple of your teammates were out at the WVU game Friday night.
Yeah, I was actually in Morgantown, but we had the Twins. We had a little birthday party for them, so that came first. I would have liked to have gone out there and checked out the game, but family first.
They Carpenter and Holloway, they tell you they enjoyed it.
Yeah, they said it was a great game. Obviously, I saw where was it Kramer hit a walk-off homer. So I try to keep tabs on them as much as I can. I think they're playing pretty good baseball. They're doing well, so hopefully they can keep playing well.
Have you worked out there at all?
I worked out there once this off season. Kind of had a break in the weather, and I was able to go out. And it's an awesome place. It's a little bit better than where I started. So it's good to see those athletes getting to benefit from a stadium like that.
How far back do you go with Jimmy DeLucia? I mean, he's doing a heck of a job right now, both at shortstop and at the plate. I know he's a kid worked with at pro.
He's doing really well. He was a kid that I watched. He grew up out at the Post 2 games, so I've seen him since he was just a little kid, and he's a little bit grown up more now. But he's doing a great job. He's a guy that has really put in the work and has deserved everything he's got.
Big guy, obviously 6'4". You don't see a lot of 6'4" shortstops, but he's only made one error in like 25 games.
Yeah, he's very agile and fast and quick for a guy his size. I think he could even put on 15 more, 20 pounds more and still be just fine. So I think the thing with him, he's got great hands, and he's just going to keep getting better, I think.
Is the family going to join you in St. Louis at the start of the season?
Yeah. Carly and the boys will be out there. I think my mom and dad will make a trip out for sure, just because it's a lot closer in San Diego. So I think more people will be showing up.
Right. How did the number come about? Is it just something they assigned you?
Yeah, it was just a number that was available that kind of opened up. I think Bill Miller had it, and I just kind of liked the number. And obviously 9 was retired, so that was going to be a tough one to get. So I just kind of asked him. He said it was fine.
Was it a big shock in December when you found out that you'd been traded?
It wasn't a shock, but it was a surprise. Obviously it's. Kind of see San Diego's headed in a different direction in their organization, and it almost like you could see it coming, but it's always hard to expect. But at the end, it's just is what it is. Obviously, I wish them the best of luck, except for when we're playing.
Obviously, I'm sure if you had a list of teams you could choose to go to, I would imagine St. Louis would probably be on that list.
Yeah, if there was a short list of a few teams, it's definitely right up there with maybe even the number one choice. So it's looking forward to getting this season going and getting it rolling.
That was Mike Matheny, good guy. Seemed like a good guy to play for.
Yeah, he's been great so far. He even has family down in West Virginia, so we talk about that a lot. So, but everything that I've seen and heard from him has been great. I enjoy playing for him, and I'm sure as the season goes on, our relationship will get stronger.
So there's somebody on the roster, Dean Anna. He was with the Padres?
Yeah, he was actually a roommate of mine in the minor leagues at a couple of places. He's down in the minors now, but he's a guy that it was good to get to hang out with him in spring and kind of see what the Cardinals are all about. He helped me out a lot.
Nice to be coming to Pittsburgh 3 times a year now this year instead of just once.
Yeah, it's always nice to get to come back home, closer to home as much as possible, and being this close a bunch more will be nice.
Did you have a lot of family here Sunday?
Yeah, quite a few of them took on the weather, and probably again tonight. But it doesn't matter, when or where they show up for me.